If you want to get something you've never had, then you have to do something you've never done. If you want to do a purchase you've never done, then you have to go through different finances that you've never done before. If you want a job, let me say for instance, that has a different qualification that you don't have, you have to go and definitely get something that you haven't done before. So if you want to get an output that is positive, you have to do something input which is positive, and likewise on each and every side. Never done, we go physical, mental, and spiritual. Like if you want to do something that's mental, you have to involve much more of your brain to get somewhere you want. Like a creation, you want to do an invasion. If you want to do something physical that you never done, then you have to go to a much more extent that you never done. Let's talk about something physical. You want to play football, basketball, you want to do music, then still you have to do something that go through your limits. If you want to be a painter, you have to make sure you get involved in painting. What is painting, how to paint, when to paint, what to paint, you know. If you want to be a doctor, you gotta be someone that's willing to go to medical school, you know. And at the end of the day, in the medical school, still you have to go way beyond your limits to make sure you get to be the kind of doctor that the world wants to be, the #1 kind of doctor. Yeah, but by doing something different, you know, by doing something extra doesn't mean you have to rush through something. Everything in the world needs time. So anything you're going to do and you want to gain a lot from it, you have to give it the ample time it needs, you know. Some things need years, some things need months, some things need days, some things need just hours to make them. And some things can take seconds or minutes just to make through if you're an expert. But if you're not an expert, that you need to do something extra, then you need a whole lot of extra time, you know. Now, some of us are like multitasking, you know. You have a lot of tasks you want to do and you want to do all that perfect. So that means you have to put in way a lot compared to others, because someone else is going to concentrate on something just without one thing, you know. But for us, you want to do, like, you want to do music, you want to do videography, you want to do painting, you want to do your job good, you want to be a family man, you want to do, you know, you want to have a good relationship, you want to have a good future, you want to make sure your finances are good. So imagine all these kind of things need time. All this needs concentration. So I'll categorize all these into one thing that can go all ways. And let's talk about music, because music can be spiritual, be mental, and music can be physical. If you're going to perform in a show and there's that feeling like you still fear the crowd, you have the phobia for the crowd, still you have to have the courage and do that. So to some extent, you might find yourself using any kind of substance that gives you the confidence to go stand in front of the stage. So that means you have done something you haven't been doing before. This is to bring your confidence. So you have gone way beyond your limits to get to this. Now let me take it to spiritual. Now if you're doing music and you want to do music or music that's kind of spiritual, so we go to religious music, you have to go an extra mile that you haven't done, because every religion has its own basics. Let's take it in a mental way. So if you're going to write music that's like Christian kind of music, Islamic kind of music, you know, Seventh Day kind of SDA kind of music, you have decided like your target audience is different depending on the sects of religions we have, you know. So once you make that decision, then you're going to tackle this kind of people. Remember, these are the people you haven't tackled way before. So you have to go right way into this and do what you haven't done before. Remember, so that's how life goes. But in all, you have to be a smart chap, and you have to be extra smart. You have to work hard if you want to go somewhere. Just remember all those people, all the people we see in the world, all the people we admire. You look at Gates, you look at Musk, you look at, you know, whatever kind of people you see. You look at sportsmen, you look at Usain Bolt, you know, you look at, there's quite a lot of Tyson Gay, Serena Williams, you know, Paul Pogba, Cristiano Ronaldo. We can look at Messi. Just know these people put in quite a lot, much more than most of us put in. That's why you find them at the #1, #2. But for us, you just want to make sure you're good, but you're not putting in a lot. So you have to go into looking through the niche into what you're doing. Once you find that niche, you find the breaking point that others don't know. that others don't practice. And once you get that, you're going to be that person who is different in whatever you do. Whatever, it can be storytelling, it can be anything that involves art, anything that might look good. For anything to be good, it must have standardization. It must have mastermind that puts it to a state where if another person listens to it, feels it, looks at it, touches it, they feel it's different. They feel like it's that one thing in the world that you cannot find anywhere in this world. And this is what we are targeting. This is what we are looking up to. So in this world, just make sure you're a smart chap and you do all the things with extra precision, and make sure you find something that is good, something that everybody is going to like. And by doing that, you have done what you haven't been doing before to put you in a state whereby you mastered the art of doing what you never used to do before. And this makes you a master. This makes you a craftsman who every people are going to look up to. Just take your time, do that, and find yourself in a good position. Thank you.